exchange and platform. What we want to introduce naman this week for this week's topic is to build your own cryptocurrency trading strategy. So nung nakita niyo yung poster namin, syempre we wanted to invite none other than those who are experts and those who have been trading for a long time already. No, so I will just introduce this week's guest, and he's none other than Ken Nalugon, all the way from Cebu, and he is a Z Freaks Tribe mentor and a full-time trader now. And I'll just include him now here. Hi, Ken.
Hi
Hi,
everyone.
hi everyone. Just for those tuning in just right now, hello once more again. Welcome to our third episode of our weekly webinar series, no, where we'll be discussing blockchain and crypto. So, hi Ken, thank you so much for attending and joining us this week.
Hello, thank you. Good afternoon, guys.
Right. So super excited na actually to learn more, and siguro you could give a brief intro about yourself, no, and how you got into trading, how long ka na nag-trade, and what do you expect to what do you plan on sharing with us on this week's webinar?
Sure. Yeah, I've been trading for almost 5 years already, and 2 years na din a full-time trader. I started investing. First, it was just purely investing. So I started with I'm quite sure you guys know about like TRC or Truly Rich Club by Bo Sanchez.
Yes.
So, yun yung first na ano ko na nag-start ako na mag-invest when I was still working as a call center agent 2 years back. So, typical youth na walang savings gano'n, gastos ng gastos up until I get to hear some tips galing kay Bo about investing and how to save and stuff like that. So, um, that lead me to engage with the Philippine stock market.
Nice. And you're part of Z Freaks Tribe, no? Which is a renowned
Yes,
trading community here sa
right,
Pinas, right?
right. And I'll be sharing to you guys just few of the basic concepts about support and resistance and how you identify trends, so that it would be easier for you to so you can just have a overview on how to approach the market, especially if you're trading cryptocurrency, since um, mabibilis talaga. We all know volatile talaga yung cryptocurrency, right? So at least
24/7.
right. So at least you guys have an idea on how to approach it.
Right. Okay. Thank you, Ken. Before we head in straight into your talk, no, your exciting talk, we'll just remind our viewers. Now we'll also be having another giveaway, our weekly giveaway, Pdax shirts. We'll be giving away 5 Pdax shirts to those who are participating and asking questions. Because we'll after Ken's talk, what we'll have naman is we'll be having a Q&A to entertain your questions for those who are interested to learn more about siguro like anything understand like Ken's trading strategies, or um, uh, more questions about support and resistance, and like building our own strategies. So ayan lang, just reminder for our viewers who are just tuning in once more. Hello, welcome to our weekly webinar where we'll be talking about cryptocurrencies, blockchain, and even teaching you and teaching you how to become a better trader. Now, okay, so if there are not much questions and no more questions, I think we can start already, Ken. We can
All
start
right.
already with your presentation.
So I'll be sharing my screen now.
Sige, there you go.
There.
All right.
So again, good evening. Good evening tuloy. 5
Pwede
pa
na
pala.
rin. Pwede
So
na
good
rin.
afternoon. Good afternoon, guys.
Yeah.
So so we'll be talking about identifying trends and understanding just the basic concepts about support and resistance. All right. So If you're still new to trading, especially if you just you don't have any account yet, or you don't know where to do some check out charts, we actually have a lot of free um, charting platforms. So if you're interested to engage with the global markets or cryptocurrency, we have tradingview.com. We also have a local charting website, which is for free. It's investagrams.com. So I use both TradingView and Investagrams in engaging in how I check the stocks or commodities, especially if I'm trading um, the global market. So maganda sa Investagrams, they're trying to think maglalagay na din sila ng mga forex or something like that. So you can just check it out. So for cryptocurrency, the Pdax, I'm using Pdax. I'm actually I have an account with them and been trading for quite some time sa crypto. So let's talk about support and resistance. So here, support and resistance is basically just the side where the supply and demand is. So, kunyari guys, the support is being the demand side. It is an area where maraming buyers compared sa sellers. So, it's an area level where you expect a downtrending move to pause kasi um, maraming gustong bumili on that area. Okay. So, here's an example chart. This is Ripple. This is XRP USD. So, as you can see, um, Teka lang, let me get my pen here. So before moving up here, as you can see, um, around this area, nasa um, 31 cents siya, right? And it went up and then made a uh, down move. And then afterward, it rebounded on this area. So how do I delete this? Yun. So basically, once an area here nag-hit siya sa area na to, once commodity or a crypto or stock nag-rebound siya on that area, basically you will see that okay, so meron palang mga potential or demand in this area. There are buyers on this area. Right. So that's the reason why nag-bounce siya on that area. So after that, that would be the time na you can just draw your um, horizontal line in that area, and there might be a possibility in the next few days na the crypto or that whatever you're trading, pwedeng balikan yung area level na yan. So as you can see guys, as what nakita nyo sa slide kanina, na-highlight yung area because support and resistance are actually areas. Um, hindi siya one line lang. So it's an area. So as you can see, may wick tayo over as here as well. And then afterwards, na-revisit niya but dito lang hanggang dito lang. So afterwards, um, tumuloy, nag-move yung Ripple and then up until this area, hindi niya halos na touch. So that's basically how you plot your um, support and resistance. Personally, what I do is I put a horizontal line at the lowest part of the wick, so this one over here, and then another horizontal line at the lowest body of the candle, so it's here. So that would be my and how I personally do my support and resistance plotting. So again, we're gonna go back. That area here may bounce tayo, and then I draw my support at those lowest levels. So at the same way, resistance is an area. Again, it is an area on a chart that price has risen to but struggled to break above. So that price level, basically maraming gusto magbenta. So there is a strong supply. So let's take a look at another chart. Again, this is Ripple. This same chart earlier. This cryptocurrency tumaas and then nagkaroon ng downward move. So basically what I do, I just draw a vertical line or horizontal line on the highest week and also the highest body. So that would be my resistance. Okay? So afterwards, as you can see, nung nagbumaba siya and then it tried to went up again, uh, pumasok siya doon sa area of your resistance. Not really exact price point, but nagkaroon siya ng week on that area. Right? So as you can see on the succeeding days, Ripple tried to uh, went go up but hindi pa rin niya na break yung resistance na yon. And basically this area here has strong sellers or strong maraming nagbebenta kaya siya nagiging resistance. So that's basically how you plot your support and resistance. So ayun, Sir Kent, good question, no? So kapag nagpa-plot ba daw ng support and resistance, saan ba mas maganda? Is it from the closing price or the wick? So wala naman talagang perfect na sagot dyan, but personally, what I do, again, I just plot the highest point of my body, candlestick body, and highest point of the wick so that I could get the range, that potential range, kung saan pupunta possibly yung stock na yon or yung crypto, whatever yung tinitrade mo. So guys, I encourage you to ask questions just in case you have hindi masyadong clear. So
Yes,
basically
please.
yes. So that's how you plot your support and resistance. Now let's go ahead and oh, by the way, again, there's a quote here. I forgot sinong nag-ano nito. Nagsabi, but draw your support and resistance like a crayon rather than a pen. So instead of putting just one line at exact prices sa candlesticks, um, make sure to get the range because there is a possibility kasi na um, yung ano na yan, yung stock or crypto na yan is babasagin niya yung high ng candlestick mo and it will just go back. So if you can't get the range, um, possibly mawuwip ka lang or magkakaroon ka ng maling execution for that. So just, again, take note, draw the support and resistance like a crayon. So makapal siya instead of just putting one line, just like a pen. Let's talk about the anatomy of support and resistance. Okay, so there are actually two. We have rebounds and pullbacks. So I've mentioned it earlier. So rebounds happen after price hits a particular support zone. So once the stock is going up and then nag-retrace siya, we have a rebound over here. So tumalbog siya in this area. So that would be the time na, okay, since tumalbog siya on that area, may potential support pala dito. And as you can see, once that area na-revisit, may talbog ulit tayo dito. And as you can see, this area here has been supported ng mga um, ng mga buyers. Okay? So on the other hand, the pullbacks happen after price hits a particular resistance. So ito naman, kabaliktaran ng rebound. Okay? Once the price hits a particular area of resistance, so nag-pullback siya or bumaba siya. Right? So the price was going up, then nagkaroon ng pullback. So basically, that will be the time na masasabi mo, okay, so since nag-pullback siya on that area, there might be a possibility na may resistance tayo dyan. Okay, so that's the anatomy of um, your plotting your support and resistance. So these two will be your main identifiers of SNR, or support and resistance. It means that you would not know that there is a resistance if there is no pullback, and support if there is no rebound. So as you can see, if tumataas yung price and you see the price um, nag-pullback siya, so meaning that will be the time na, okay, so may resistance pala tayo dito. So that's mag-start ka ng mag-plot ng resistance lines mo. And then after that, you just need to extend it and get that area of resistance. And afterwards, if may rebound tayo na makita, then that would be the time na you can plot your support. And that support, again, just extend it way to the right, kasi there would be a possibility that the price will revisit those levels. And that will form your support and resistance.
May question si Frankson, Ken. Ano pong
Oh,
time
sorry.
frame ang magandang gamitin to plot the support and resistance?
Oh, okay. So that's a good question. It actually depends sa type of trades that you're looking at. So if you're a short-term trader, basically some traders do scalping. So they use minute charts like 3 minutes or 5 minutes. Others use 15 and 30 minutes. For medium-term traders, they go hourly chart to daily chart. And for position traders or long-term traders, they usually just use daily and weekly. I personally use daily chart. But when I'm trading cryptocurrency, I use a lower time frame for that. So depende sa type of trades you're looking for. Kasi kunyari, you just wanna get in and out of the crypto na gusto mo i-trade. So basically, you'll just use a short-term time frame. So you can just use 15 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and you will dun ka na magpa-plot ng support and resistance mo. Do take note though that the longer the time frame, possible siyang mas stronger siya compared sa low lower time frame. So kunyari nagpa-plot ka ng SNRs mo sa 5 minutes, and then so the drawing ko lang. Kunyari on a 5 minute time frame, you're doing your support and resistance, right? Ayan. But on the daily chart, you have this big resistance over here. So there's a possibility na once the price hits that area, magre-react siya. Because again, higher time frame, mas malakas siya compared to the lower time frame. So yung sample kanina was a daily and an hourly chart.
All
Yes,
right.
Philip. Sometimes other traders, I mean, use 4 hours. So again, wala siyang tama or mali na sagot. So depende na yan sa objective mo as a trader and how you approach trading.
Right. Thank you. Let's go on. For the other questions, siguro, up to you na lang, Ken, if you want to answer them or after your presentation.
Okay, sure.
Sige. Thank you.
So now let's talk about market trends. There are actually two types of trends. We have trending and non-trending. And under trending, we have an uptrend and a downtrend. And for non-trending, we have sideways. So isa-isa natin tong tatlong to, no? So let's start with uptrend. Uptrend, this describes when the price of a stock, crypto, or commodity is moving upward or getting higher, right? It is characterized by series of higher highs and higher lows. So let me show you an example here. This is Ethereum on a hourly chart, right? So first of all, before you can identify what trend you are trading, the price that you are trading, first it is a must for you to identify your support and resistance, which we talked about earlier, right? So in this chart, let's go ahead and identify. We have an area of resistance over here where prices went up and then nag-pull back siya, right? We also have one over here. So let's plot first our resistance line. So that's the highest line that I've plotted. And then our support, we have a support area over here when when prices went down, nag-rebound siya, and then um, when prices went here at this area again, there's a rebound as well here. You'll see that. So that's your resistance, and this will be your support, right? So since we have plotted our support and resistance, that's going to be our high and low. So again, the definition of an uptrend is what? Series of higher high and higher low. Now, since we only have one high over here, so hindi pa siya uptrend, right? And we have one low. So we need at least two higher highs and two higher lows. So here, as you can see, the price broke out from that area of resistance. So again, do take note, once a breakout happens, so breakout, no, lumabas yung price at that area of resistance. So there's a possibility that it's gonna continue to go up, right? In this case, it did went up. Thus, let's now identify making its first or second high pala. So that would be your higher high na. As you can see, your resistance and your support, right? So my higher high, higher low. So this is in relation, this high here is in relation to this high. So mas mataas na high compared to this one. And this again, this higher low in relation to this low over here. So can we call this a uptrend already? No. Hindi pa siya talaga totally uptrend because there's still a possibility that prices will just go back to this area, thus making just a big consolidation move. Again, the um, the definition of an uptrend is a series of higher high and higher low. Series of higher high mean at least two higher high. This is only the first initial move here, the high. So this is the first high, higher high. So we need to identify again na dapat magkaroon siya ng another higher high. So that's two already, two higher highs and higher lows. So by that time, if you see that on your chart, then basically what you're trading is a uptrending or price. Sorry, stock yung laging sinasabi ko kasi I'm, nagde-trade kasi ako ng Philippine stocks tsaka global equities. So mahilig ako sa stocks. Sorry. Nasanay lang. Okay? So that's how you identify your um your uptrending move. Now let's go with downtrends, okay? It is basically the opposite of uptrend. It's when the price is moving downward or getting low, and it is characterized by a series of lower highs and lower lows. Okay, so in this case, we have Bitcoin, so BTC USD in an hourly chart. As you can see, let's go ahead and identify our support and resistance first. So we have one over here, as you can see, prices pull back yung price when once it hits that area, and then we have a rebound over here. The prices hit that area, and that would be our support and resistance. Okay, so afterwards, all you need to do is just wait if you will see a breakout or a breakdown. So again, breakout happens when once a resistance is taken out, so prices are moving up, and breakdown happens when prices moving down. So I mean, breakdown happens once a support area is taken out and potentially will move on a downward movement. So in this case, we have this low over here was taken out. Nagkaroon siya ng breakdown, move a little bit high, and then it nag-proceed siya making your lower low and lower high, right? So this would be your high, your lower low, and your lower high. So again, we need to see another lower low and a lower high for you to identify that this move is already on a downtrend move. Because again, like I mentioned earlier, there would be a possibility that the price will just go back in this area, thus making just a big sideways movement. Okay, so in this case, we have another breakdown as well. Again, this area, this low was taken out. Okay, prices rebound and then nag-pull back din siya dito. Thus, we now can identify our second lower high and second lower low. And in this case, you can now say that this move is already on a downtrend. This trend is on a downtrend. As you can see, guys, pababa siya, no? So, clear na clear naman yan. Okay? Now, for the third one, the non-trending or what we call sideways market occurs when price of a security trades within fairly stable ranges, again, or range, without forming any distinct trends over some period of time. So price action here nagkakaroon lang siya ng horizontal ranges, or other people call it a channel. So hindi mo pa alam if sinong may control. Is it the buyers or is it the sellers? If buyers are in control, prices will move up. If sellers are in control, prices will be moving down. Right? Ang nakaganda lang when you're trading cryptocurrency, guys, um, if the price is moving down, you can still trade it kasi may short tayo dyan sa crypto or sa global market. Compared to the Philippine stock market, we only have a long market. So it's very nice for you if you really want to, take advantage of those two movements, uptrend or a downtrend movement. Um, you can trade cryptos or kahit sa global market kasi may short or long tayo. So in this case, a sideways move, again, this is what I'm telling you guys earlier. So long we have a breakout here, right? This high was taken out, the price moved higher, and then we have now another range of support. So again, this is your resistance, this is your support. That resistance was taken out, price is moving upward, form another resistance, which is your first higher low, right? And in relation to this high over here, that's first higher low. All we need to do supposed to be is wait for another breakout from this area here to make a higher higher high, sorry. Yeah, higher high. But in this case, what the price did is it went down, broke down from this area of resistance and bumalik siya sa previous resistance. So this is, by the way, Litecoin, so LTC USD. And afterwards, it just made a sideways movement, or other people call it consolidation. So we now have a big consolidation inside that range. So that's how you identify your um, sideways market. So another one here, another sideways move. This is still Litecoin on the daily chart. So the price here made a downward movement, and then after making a downward movement, it went to consolidation. Again, prices are just moving inside ranges before it eventually broke down and proceed to its um, bigger trend, which is like downtrend. Kasi galing siya downtrend, no? So you will see sideways movement or consolidations in trending markets din. So basically, if the stock or the price or the crypto you're trading is uptrend, hindi naman kasi tuloy-tuloy niyan pataas. So again, potential mag-consolidate. So you will see a sideways movement before prices will start to go up. because prices won't really go into a straight line, right? Magkakaroon siya ng higher highs, higher lows. So para siyang wave, guys, no? So that's how you identify your um, market trends. And you can now take advantage of this new information, the share ng Pdax, in how you approach in trading cryptocurrency. So in conclusion, support and resistance levels helps you identify price points on charts or chart there where the probabilities favor a pause or reversal of a prevailing trend. And trend gives you a general direction of price of a market and will help you trade in the favor of the trend. So that's it basically. May mga questions ba tayo, guys, or clarifications?
Thank you, Ken. Thank you, Ken, for your question. Thank you for your presentations. I learned a lot. No, uh, just
Welcome.
before we move on to the questions, um,
Mhm.
I just like to disclose lang rin na trading financial instruments like stocks or global equities or kahit pa naman, even more even so on topic at hand, which is cryptocurrencies, is it's a risky undertaking. So parang as with everything, please exercise your due caution and like do your research, and then before you go in and dive deep into trading, you know.
Right, right. Because risk comes from not knowing what you're doing. So if babangga ka lang, whatever, kahit hindi nga sa crypto, guys, whether it's business or anything na endeavor, no, if you don't know what you're doing, then basically it's a risky thing to do. So it's not just trading equities, not just trading stocks or cryptocurrency. If you don't know what you're doing, then basically that's risk, especially if it involves money and your time.
Exactly. Okay. Thank you, Ken. Let's move on na to the question. So our first question will be featured here on the screen. Can we have a screen feature? Okay. Siguro we can start there. I think okay. From Rafael, I think Ken asked this already, but Ken answered this already. But what's your preferred time frame in trading crypto?
All right. In my case, I just use hourly chart for my execution, and for trend identification, I use daily and weekly. So medyo long, I medium to long term yung time frame na ginagawa ko, because I only trade those major crypto like Ethereum, Bitcoin,
Ripple.
Litecoin, so Ripple, yep. So hindi ako masyadong mahilig sa they call basura crypto or
Okay.
altcoins, right? Altcoins is the right term, sorry.
No worries. Okay. Thank you, Rafael, for the question. Next question from Carl. Can you still profit even if the market is sideways?
Oh yeah. Um definitely, definitely. Um Pwede mo siyang, if you can identify that the market that you're trading is sideways. So since marunong ka na, you can just basically buy near your support, a bounce of support. That might be a good um, way for you to trade sideways market, and then sell it once it hits near resistance,
Good point. And I
right?
think to add to, sorry, you were saying something, Ken.
No, no, no. Go ahead, Kyle.
Parang I think yung a good principle to follow in trading is to also like keep it simple.
Mm-hmm.
Parang there are lots of parang maraming indicators and everything, right? Like it helps also, but like support and resistance are the fundamentals of trading also because that's where you know like supply and demand, right? And figuring out the trends.
Yes, that's right.
All right. Okay. Next question, please. From Johans, can I use this lesson for trading in forex?
Yeah, definitely. Support and resistance is
Yep.
applicable kahit ano pa yung
Fundamental.
tinitrade mo. Yep, fundamental kasi siya in trading talaga yung support and resistance.
Okay. Thank you. Um, let's go from Philip. Sir Ken, how much percent down before considering a bounce play? Also, how do you lessen fake outs?
So medyo deep yung ano, yung
Oh,
question is
actually, I think I'll
um
pero like in a basic answer na lang siguro.
okay. For bounce plays, I rarely do it sa crypto, but if you're gonna be asking me sa the stock side, especially in the Philippine stock market, mas gusto kong bugbog yung stock kasi totally down. Let's say 20% in one day or 30% on one day before I can say that pasok siya sa bounce play criteria ko. And so, yun, kailangan sobrang bugbog ng price pababa for me to consider it as a possible bounce play. And how do you lessen fake outs? Tranching. You do tranches. So just do not buy in just one go. Basically, hatiin mo yung position mo to tranches so that you ano, lessen your risks, especially on fake outs. So hope I answered your question.
Thank you, Philip. Slightly advanced yung ano, pero thank you for your interest also. That's for when you get deeper na into trading.
Yeah, that's right. Thanks, Philip.
So, okay. Siguro we'll entertain like three more questions before we can like ano, or keep the ball rolling if ever lang.
Sure, sure.
Sige. Game, yung from Carl. Carl again. Hi, Ken. Hi, Sir Ken. What are some challenges you experience when trading cryptos, if any? Also want to know if there is close and open like PSE.
Oh, as far as I know, 24/7, right?
Yes.
Crypto. Yeah,
Meron
24/7, 24/7 ng crypto, unlike the PSE na 9:30 to ngayon 1 p.m. na ngayon, right? And Mondays to Fridays lang siya. So for crypto, if you have a strategy in solid, you can just trade it every day or depende sa strategy mo, ha. But in my case, like I mentioned earlier, medium to long term yung approach ko sa crypto. Um, so the challenges are um, actually not much challenges sa trading crypto kasi meron siyang automatic orders. So if you'd be placing like if you want to buy upon a break of resistance, you can just set your prices na ito yung price ko na buy point ko. And then you can just put your cut loss as well automatically. So kahit tulog ka, it can just still execute your orders. So yun yung nakaganda dyan. Unlike sa PSE na medyo hirap. Although meron na ata ng mga platforms right now na may automatic na din na orders.
right.
So challenges lang siguro would be siguro if short-term trader ka, as in tutok ka talaga kasi 24/7 eh, yung yung market. So if hindi define yung mo trading strategy, baka mahirapan ka.
Right. Okay. Thank you, Carl. We have one here from Karen actually. Kapag na-plot na po yung support and resistance, what is the best time to buy and sell? Sorry, newbie question. It's all right to ask questions.
We're here for you,
Yes,
Karen.
we are, Karen.
So the best time for buy to buy for me is one. I'm a So for guys na nakikinig, no, I usually trade trending moves. Medyo iniiwasan ko yung sideways move, especially in the PSE. But for crypto, okay pa rin yung sideways movement. You can still make money on it. Pero the best time for me to buy is once a there is a break of a resistance and once there is a bounce of a support. So those two would be um my buy points. Kasi in my case, no, once a high is taken out, once a resistance is taken out, and you buy upon the break or at the break of resistance, mas maliit yung risk mo. Um, kasi pag bumalik, edi, maliit yung cut mo. I mean, mas malapit ka sa invalidation point ng trade idea mo. If you buy upon bounce of support, it's the same thing. Once a support is taken out, hindi siya totally nag-bounce, you can just cut your losses once na-invalidate yung trade idea mo.
All right. Hope that answered your question, Karen. Thank you for your curiosity. It's great to ask questions. Okay, game. Um, Siguro I can put this one more related
Sure.
to support. It's a lot. Hi, Sir Yuri. Do you mean that if I see three higher highs, it is already in uptrend condition?
Yes. Yeah, sobra nga. Hanggang dalawa lang yung ano uptrend eh. The initial move up, one higher high, and the second higher high or higher lows. So yes, kung four or three, yeah, but basically that's an uptrend. Although do make sure that there are other times na or there would be times na pag masyado kang zoom in sa chart, makikita mo yung higher highs and higher lows. But once you zoom out and look at the bigger picture, it's still on a big sideways or big consolidation. So take note mo lang sa saan ka nagtitingin, tumitingin. I mean,
All right. Thank you, Ramon. I have one here. I can answer it. Bakit hindi po pareho ang prices ng crypto sa iba't ibang platform po? So just to share, Pdax is a order book platform, meaning meron talaga nagbebenta at saka meron talagang bumibili. So there's a true market for buyers and sellers. Therefore, yung spread namin compared to um, other exchanges here in the Philippines are is smaller kasi where
wow.
yung other platforms you're only buying from them so they set the price whereas dito naman with Pdax you can be assured naman that we have smaller spreads kasi there are people willing to buy and sell, like there are real people buying and selling. So, thank you, Balason. um, can Siguro, last two questions or last one question for this
Okay.
webinar. Uh, Ask lang kayo ng questions. Uh, I can share this from Neil. Hi, so the best time to buy crypto is there are two higher low history, and best time to sell is there are two higher highs. And may probability bang tumaas ang XRP sa mga susunod na months? Last
So
question
that's
answer.
so answer muna natin yung first
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
So is the best time to buy crypto if is there are two higher lows history. Um, there's no best and pangit na time to buy it as long as may objective ka in what you're doing or what you're trading. So kahit hindi pa yan higher high or higher low na kikita mo sa chart, but you have another strategy in how you handle or how you approach that trade, di mo masasabing pangit siya or the best time siya to buy or not, right? So again, but in your case, if your question is if you like to trade trending moves or trending cryptos, then if you see a higher high and higher low previously, then just trade with a trend because it would be much easier for you kasi kakampi mo yung mga buyers, ibang buyers. So there's a quote that says, trend is your friend until it bends. So if you see a trending move, just trade with the trend. Huwag mong kontrahin.
All right.
For the second question, ay, may ano pa, best time to sell is to higher highs. So depende, like I've mentioned, depende if you have target prices, if you have trail stops, which is a different topic na. Hopefully, Pdax would be able to, go, mag-invite ulit sila ng another,
We'll
speaker
do
for
it.
that. Yun.
Yes. We will.
So,
We will.
para complete yung experience niya dito sa,
Yes.
sa technical analysis. So, um,
Definitely.
right, for your third question, XRP, I don't really have any idea, to be honest. So,
No.
um, I don't really guess kung anong gagawin ng isang crypto commodity or stock. I just react on what they will do. So I'm a reactive trader. Pag gusto niyang tumaas, if I see a breakout, then basically I'll trade the breakout. I won't guess if it's gonna go up or not. I just follow the price. So if the price wants to move sideways, I stay out. If the price wants to move downtrend, I go in. If the price wants to go uptrend, I go in. So that's how I approach my trades.
Okay. Thank you, Neil. Thank you, Neil. Meron tayong question dito regarding magkano yung minimum investment to open an account in Pdax. Just to plug Pdax, minimum of 200 pesos lang to cash in. Very like minimal lang yung pwede, pwede mo i-deposit to start trading already after verifying. Thank you,
Mm,
Rafael. Yeah. So very like low commitment, whereas other, I mean like stockbrokers are mga 10,000 usually or 5,000, right? Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. All right. So I think that's all that we have for now, no? No more questions. Regarding the giveaway, thank you to those who asked questions. Really made the webinar really fruitful. We'll be having more weekly webinars as usual regarding your favorite topic. So we saw that today your questions were more and like you were really interested. Thank you for that. We'll be having more technical analysis and trading strategy webinars to help you trade more. No? So with that, thank you again, Ken, for joining us in our webinar this week.
sure, no problem. So guys, plug ko na lang din. Kindly like our page, Z Freaks Tribe. So you can just search it sa Facebook. And if you guys want to engage deeper into trading the Philippine stock market or equities, we actually have upcoming seminar, I think this August. So it's a paid seminar, guys. So if you're really interested to go deeper into no, strategies and how to approach the local market, we can help you with that. So plug ko lang yung chart, I mean, na namin. So this
Right,
is
right.
technical incentive that will